Building your loan brokerage on the merchant cash advance product is a dead end, guys, a dead end. There's a crash coming and it's going to wipe out products like merchant cash advance overnight. And that is not me hyping or fear-mongering, guys, okay? Please go do your own research, and I encourage you to do so. Just don't listen to any of these mainstream experts because they really don't know what they're talking about. They push a narrative, don't forget. So before I go on, I want to clarify something with this video. It is definitely not for you if you already are an established business loan broker, unless you want to understand about the crash. This video is for you, though, if you haven't started yet, and you're likely watching this video even because you're doing some due diligence and you're trying to work out how best to start. Great. This video is also for you if you have started, may have even joined some of these programs out there, but you're finding that you can't get solid leads, you can't even get those that you've got offers for closed, you're not really getting the support you want. If that is you, make sure you watch to the end, as I am going to be dropping some facts that are very hard to come by with all of the different types of hype coming at you out there. And it's those facts that may just be the difference for your success or failure over time. So guys, aside from the fact that there is definitely a crash coming and it will wipe out any finance product that is not asset backed, which rationally speaking should make you think twice anyway about this product, how you start this profession. But what I wanted to do is dig a little bit deeper, get under the hood of the practicality of starting your career or your business even as a business loan broker offering this particular type of product, or any credit type of product actually. 90% plus of brokers start with this merchant cash advance product, and 90% plus go broke and quit. And actually, a little disclaimer here, they aren't factual stats, guys, I'm going to be straight there, but the percentage is definitely high for sure. We could probably use the 80-20 Pareto law. A lot of these programs out there, they suggest starting with this product, and that's why it's so high. Or credit card stacking or some other type of credit type of product. And when you don't know what you don't know, it is very easy to get caught up in the noise that's out there. Starting with these products forces you into the high risk lending space. And if you are going to do that, which you can, people make money there, you really ought to be aware of the pitfalls that cause a lot of new brokers to simply just quit at some point. And you obviously don't want that to be you if you're doing this, right? You want the reasons that you're doing this for to happen. And we offer both business funding products, actually, and commercial real estate funding. And that's our sweet spot, certainly more so since COVID has hit. We also have a training program. And if you'd like to learn more about that training program, there's a link in the description. All you need to do is click that, book a call, let's chat. But let's get into this video. Merchant cash advance. One lady who recently joined us, actually, she spent the last 12 months working her backside off. And she was really busy, guys, right? And this happens a lot to a lot of people. She spoke to a lot of potential clients. All of them were very keen to get funding. But despite all of that, she only funded one deal in 1 year. So here's the thing about that. Despite the coming game-changing crash, the alternative lending market is actually growing at a fast pace, which is a great thing. It's going to change a bit, but it's still a good thing. Most, current lenders, new brokers, and even actually these gurus that are sort of coming into this space, they tend to focus on the merchant cash advance products as the primary go-to, the place to start. There are groups on Facebook dedicated to this product, guys. You likely already know the pitch, and I'm going to generalize with the pitch, but generally it's a great product. It helps a lot of business owners. It's very simple to sell. You can get very big commissions, and you absolutely can. You can even get funding with businesses that have got low FICO score, etc., etc., etc. Now, all of that seems great at face value, and that's part of the noise I talk about. But we always advise first looking at the practicalities of funding the number of deals that you need to actually build your business or your revenue to create this future life that you want. The foundations that you lay matter. So with that said, I wanted to share my 5 key points to consider when starting with the merchant cash advance product. So key point number 1. Now, as I've been saying, there's a crash coming. Now, so for a time only, asset-based lending is all that's going to be available. Lenders offering MCAs are going to stop overnight. Any credit-based product is going to go overnight. And in all truth, this fact alone really should be why you should be thinking twice about starting with any credit type of product, let alone merchant cash advance. Key point 2. Since COVID, the demand for businesses needing funding has exponentially grown. And we might actually think, again, part of the noise, that's a great thing. But the trouble is, a lot of these businesses are in a distressed state and they don't qualify for funding. Some come nowhere near qualifying. So what type of businesses do you think you're going to attract with the merchant cash advance type of product? Most will never qualify, guys. You're going to be spinning your wheels, making no money, which means that you often find yourself in this situation of being busy, but not making any of that money, right? And that can actually last 12 weeks or more before the penny starts to drop because you don't know what you don't know yet. It's all new. And often at that point, you've invested in a program, you've likely bought a bunch of leads or you're doing some paid advertising. You've gone in hard only to realise that, well, nothing's happening. So most at this point are going to naturally lose their motivation. They're going to be questioning a lot of things. Few continue, but most will quit. Don't let that be you. Key point 3. So let's say you do get an offer. The rates are going to be high. The payment terms are likely not going to be great for the client. You have then got to convince that client to take that offer. Without the skills to do so, the majority of your clients are just going to turn you down. They're going to decline the offer. Again, no money. Key point 4. It's often those in very difficult positions that take the merchant cash advance product. So I'm going to emphasize the word here often. I don't mean all, but most, okay? They're often desperate for the cash. Now, I'm not calling out anybody here that makes their money offering this type of product. It can save a business. That is absolutely true. And it can actually make the broker a tidy sum of commission. Again, absolutely true. But even if you do offer it, you've got to admit this. Lots of businesses do go under because they can't keep up with the repayments of that product. And personally, I know there are way better ways to get qualified businesses and business owners, or even real estate investors that are not in those distressed situations. So why not instead work out how to target those and do away with all of those problems? We did that, and that's why we don't spend time funding MCA deals or working with that distressed type of business owner. And guys, I do say this a lot. The trick to real wealth is not to do what everyone else is doing. You should be doing the exact opposite. So don't be another fish swimming in that big red ocean, blood red ocean full of sharks. Find your own blue ocean. Go there, make money. Point number 5. There will be those out there who will inevitably say, just make sure that you offer all products to all people. That way you have something for everybody and you're never going to miss out. And of course you can definitely build your business that way. There's no doubt about it. But here's another truth. Those who aim big specialise. It's business 101. Look at any specialised business and tell me they're not doing well. Specialisation in markets and products, you want to be going an inch wide, mile deep. Make sure you dominate geographically and make sure you dominate per industry and market. Play the long game. Your competition won't do that. And know your audience inside out. Solve problems. Don't sell funding like most people are doing. And as I say, don't do what everyone else is doing. If you know your audience, you will also solve another key problem. Far less unqualified prospects. If you are fishing for big fish, you choose the lake that has them, right? Common sense. You don't go randomly fishing everywhere and everywhere trying to catch whatever you can get. So my point here with this is that think how you get your prospects and you really won't go far wrong. In fact, your success starts and ends with that point alone. Key point 6. Given there is a crash coming, sorry to keep going on, but it's really important. This has never been more important to focus on asset-backed products like equipment finance if targeting businesses. That's always been what we've done. And real estate products if going after the investors, which again is always what we've done. If going with equipment, just be mindful of the type of businesses that you're targeting, because those that suffer or close in the crash are obviously not going to be viable targets, and you will spin wheels and waste your time. We focus on a lot of real estate. That's what we get a lot of our students to do because it gives you the most efficient runway for success. And we're experts at funding these types of deals. So even if you're not and you don't know anything, you follow our lead in our program and you learn, and we get those deals funded anyway. All investors need funding. Most business owners don't. So having done this stuff ourselves and having trained others to do the same stuff we're doing, our opinion is that real estate financing is the most consistent way to go about starting out in this profession, because the demand is high, but also there are lots of qualified prospects. So if you've got the expertise, which we have to fund the deals, It's all about making money to give yourself a stable foundation from which you can then build on. And then that will enable you to fast track results. And certainly, again, with us, you can train with others that are already doing this stuff, okay? But my main message for this is more about just think a little bit about what you're going into, right? You're not looking to be a flash in the pan. You're not really looking for quick results, or you shouldn't be. If you are, you're going to fail miserably, right? You're looking at the long game. So you're building something that has to be sustainable, has got longevity, and is something that is going to consistently give you income every single month. So you've got to think about that. Now, with the crash that's looming, and it's definitely kind of created a different scenario, you've got to then be mindful clearly of the types of products you're going to offer. There's no point getting into this stuff, going through all of the usual challenges anyway, to then have some big crash come in and bury you, right? Those that are paying attention, those with the eyes to see right now, are going to be the ones that thrive through what's coming and come out the other side of that. There's a massive pot of gold at the end of that rainbow. That was a really bad analogy, but there we go. You get what I'm saying, right? So I'm hoping this has helped. I'm not bashing anybody that's doing MCAs. I'm not trying to create any sort of controversy out there. I'm just simply stating things from our experience and also what we know to be coming economically. It's a global thing, guys. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean, I should say, that you cannot succeed and you shouldn't start now. Those with the eyes to see succeed. That's all I'm trying to say. So go do your research. Book a call with us if you want to learn more. See you on the next one.